Hey Maritza, welcome to my shop. Hope everything's going good with you. I'm working on a table, hallway table. People ask me, so that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on these legs. I got one other one done already. See, so I'm just trying to match this one up with that one. At this point, I think I got it. Now I got to just sand it down. But yeah, so this is one leg I made. Now the way I'm doing it is like this. I'm basically gluing a bunch of this is oak wood flooring. I'm gluing it together, and I did three pieces after I took the tine groove off of it and then planed it down in the thickness planer. And you came up with about a 2x2, so 2 inches by 2 inches. And then when I turn it, I'm just taking a little bit off on the table saw on the corners so that I leave a little bit of a where I'm going to be putting the pieces of wood. There's two spots, one here, one here. So we'll see how that works. So right now what I got to do is, so now I got 120 grit. I got a 120 grit sandpaper, and I got to sand this down. The only problem that I have with this is that it has a tendency to tear. When I mean tear, there's little divots because the grain going this way, and typically when you're turning, you don't want to rip or tear the grain. Like right here, it's a little bit. You're doing it when you're going against it, it's going this way. Now, what you want to do when you're through getting the rough spots out of it, you use your palm sanders, and you basically go back and forth like this. So yeah, it's making your own. I can tell you, making your own legs is a lot of work. So that's just one of many things I'm working on right now. I'm gonna be doing a bowl. I just haven't found the top for the bowl yet. So I haven't really finished that. So I want it to look primo, like me. No, I'm just joking. So what I normally do is I have an air purifier over here, so I turn it on when I'm sanding. And then I've got a mask I wear too, so. What are you up to today? Anything good? And if you do your lives, I'll try and catch you. Pass me on, subscribe. No, I'm not charging people, so if you If you join, I mean, I'm not charging anybody with a subscribe to join. Mine is all free. I got so many friends out there that do this kind of stuff. Every time I come up against their stuff and say, well, you should join. You could be, part of the group. Well, I'm already part of the group without spending money. I'd be broke in a week. And there's no offense, but I gotta spend the money on this stuff. Okay, so now, when you see spots like this, they're not that far away. They're not that, they're not too big. The idea now, like that one there is pretty bad. Okay, so, now, why is it doing that? And it's not that my tools are dull, all right, because they're not. It's because I'm tearing the wood, so. Mary Pat, well, why did you go there? Mary Pat, tell Dee, your mom I said hi. I miss talking to her and seeing her smiley face on Facebook. Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm on my second leg. I'm halfway there with the legs. No, not this leg. Well, it's hot and humid here too. I mean, today wasn't too bad. It's like 80 something, but the humidity is like 75-80%. We had storms that came through here. Josh across the street had a big part of his tree split in half. So he lost half his tree in this storm that we just had. I'm hoping your guys' plantings are okay. Yeah, shake a leg. Okay, so you should see what the boss is doing right now. It's crazy. Okay, so that's the first leg I just did. All right. So they look pretty close, don't they? What do you think? Is that a keeper? That's pretty good, isn't it? Well, see, now all I'm doing is taking the rough spots off of this, and I'll just start doing this with 220 or with 320, and then I'm gonna back off with this, not finish it till later. Okay, so I got a question for you. When you guys get back, I should come down and tell me what kind of stain I should use on this. Because I'm building this, right? And I'm just wondering if I should stain it that same color, or should I stain it the same color that I did. Now, when I go to finish this off, okay, so that's pretty good the way it is. So I'm happy with that right now. I'll say what I want to do with this is, okay, so now when I go to do this, so there's two spots here, one here, one here. So you're going to have a piece of wood going this way and a piece of wood going this way. But here's the thing. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, it's not very big, so what I gotta do is I gotta angle it. So instead of it being straight like that, it's gotta be just a pitch, about like that. So what I have to do is when I cut this, then I have to pitch it up like this a little bit, so that it angles like this. Because what you want is you want these two like this. You don't want them straight up. You want them pinched out a little bit, right? Right? Or do you want them straight up? You want them. So now this is going to be a short piece. It's only 4 inches, and it's a hallway, so it's only going to be about that wide or so. So would pinching them out look better? What do you think? Okay, well that would help. I'm always looking for better better calls on that. Okay, so now what I gotta do, hang on a second here. Good. Okay, so I have to move you out of the way a little bit because I gotta do this. Now, this is pitched the way I want it, and so when I go to cut this, all right, I'm going to be cutting it, so I'm only taking that much off of it. I'll take about 1/8 of an inch off the corners. Now, the reason I do that is because if I left the corners on, it would chip. Then you get big tear in it. So, what I want to do first, though, that's how I use that. First, I gotta make my marks. Is anybody learning anything? Okay, so I have to take a straight edge and basically mark that. Hang on a second. This ain't gonna work. Now I'm using a square to find the center. Yeah. Hard thing is there. Normally I'd go like this, but I would never get it right. I don't think, maybe. Well, maybe it will. And I want the center, basically. See, like that. So now I got that. So then the next thing you do is center punch it. So you can get it straight. Okay, so same thing goes here. Okay, so now I got my center punch. One last thing. Now you've got a little bit of the pitch on there. It probably could be a little bit better. And what that pitch does is it prevents you from tearing. Now because I didn't squeeze these the right way. I had them this way and I should have had another set here. Oops. Okay, so now, this is what I like about this bench. Right there, right? I can't lower that blade because it's broken. Okay, now, first off, what do I got? Okay, so then, voila. The only other thing you gotta do, now when you start turning it, alright, that's the wrong one. When you start turning it, you want to be able to get, I don't do it right away, I don't mark it. And once you get this turned a little bit, I'll mark where these gotta go, where this reveal is. Right now it's the only thing I have on there. And I'm just doing a pretty simple turn job. This leg's turned out so far, it's turning out okay, but I still have issues like right here I have to take care of. And I haven't finished sanding it, so that's okay. Anyway, I've got to go for a little bit. I'll be back on later. I hear dinner calling. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching the Dutchman's Woodshop. Feel free to leave comments and questions. And subscribe to me. Yeah, that'd be great. And tell all your other friends I'm fun. I do things really simple. I'm not a big, I don't get into it real heavy. I like to teach people and show people what I'm doing and that kind of stuff. Anyway, have a great night. I'll get back to you later. God bless, and I'll talk to you later.